Thank you.
So, time to catch up, isn't it?
So you nearly killed me with that fish, bro.
But, very hot. I should have warned you about Nigerian
Still
pepper.
recovering. I know about Nigerian food. I just the fish didn't look spicy.
Okay, so what have you been up to?
I've been up to all sorts, but mostly just being dad, bro. I took a little step back so as I could concentrate on being a father for the first time.
What are you finding out?
Bro, what did I say to my pal? It's wonderful and difficult. It's the most and it's more wonderful than it is difficult, but my God, it's been the biggest change to my life ever, as it should be.
Oh, I'm glad, so I'm happy to hear that, man. And what's happening with the music?
Music's coming, music's due next year. It's the longest I've ever sat on a complete project. Any album or EP I've put out, the first singles always come out before the album or EP's been finished. I had an accident in April, I had a seizure and subsequent brain injury, which no one really knows about. I don't want to go into too much detail, but that meant that I couldn't release music when I wanted to, and so I've been sitting on the EP since like June. I had to postpone the tour, move the tour.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
It's alright, it's not the worst thing in the world. It means that I've got more music finished, and like I say, it's the first time I'm ever ahead of myself. I'm in front. Normally I'm scrambling trying to finish a record once the first single's already come out. This time we're getting to plot, plan and prepare everything before we hit go.
So I mean, it must have, like, you know, I had my bike accident in 2014, so not a lot of people know that I suffered with depression. I had
from chronic pain.
You know, chronic pain. I'm still living with it now.
Yeah.
I don't sleep. I can't eat because of the medication I'm on, which causes other problems. It causes depression and mental health. I mean, I've got my bike. I love riding the bike.
It's freedom for you, right? That's where you get to forget about everything.
I saw a psychiatrist. I'm not gonna lie. A psychiatrist said you need to do as many things as you was doing before the accident.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do as much as I can do and physically able to do what I was doing before the accident. It's made a big difference to me. How do you cope with your mental health? Because I mean, it's what you put back an album, you ain't towards, like, it's a lot.
And that's off the back of COVID as well. Like, I released the EP in 2019, single started to pop off, sold out a tour, was about to go again, and COVID hit. So we had to postpone the tour and then eventually cancel the tour. Then we put another tour up, and I've had stomach problems since I was 6 weeks old, and I know about chronic pain. I deal with it. And as well as the seizure, I've had stomach issues for mostly my whole life, but recently it's been getting progressively worse. In the last couple of years, during lockdowns actually, when I couldn't even go to the hospital to get vaccine to.
Yeah, same here.
So I started, I was trying to manage problems all kinds of ways with medication they gave me, self-prescribing myself stuff, like stupidness, and obviously none of it helped. And it's dealing with that. It's like, doesn't have to be. I've had huge major life events that have hurt me less than this has over the course of time, because cumulatively, as this is all adding up, it's just been years of pain and discomfort and not necessarily being able to even rely on myself to show up. You know, I'm cool if I can rely on myself. I've had to do that throughout most of my life. People rely on me, you get me, more than I rely on people really, but I can't really rely on myself at the moment, and that's difficult.
I know, it's like you want to do something and you don't know if you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, but then you say yes to something, and the worst thing for me is letting people down on top of everything else that I'm already feeling. So get your little violins out, this is the sad part. But listen, what can we do? We carry on, innit?
You feel like you isolate yourself because you don't let no one down. So someone says, oh, you're going to do this next week, and you're like, I don't know. Let me let you know. I'm not too sure, and they think you're just on a long thing, like you're not really.
Yeah, when actually you're just wrestling with whether or not you're going to be well enough to go. Like stomach problems, so many people suffer from stomach issues. Mine are relatively severe. They're not the worst they could be, but I don't know if I'm going to be throwing up all day or not. You get me? And it's no quality of life. Like I'm suffering from malabsorption, so I'm malnutrition. I'm not, I've got all kind of deficiencies that I try and stay on top of, but it's hard. And I didn't realise how important vitamins, minerals and nutrients were. It's not just like a multivitamin a day keeps the doctor away. It's really important, There's certain deficiencies. I suffer with B12 deficiency that can lead to all kinds of stuff. Dementia, like, they're serious.
It's like what Janet Jackson said, you don't know what you got until it's gone. And like when I lost my health, and I realised health is wealth.
It really is, man.
I never thought about it before.
Yeah,
but
you take it for granted, innit? And the thing is, when you're younger as well, like I've been suffering with this for years, but I had a little bit more energy, you get me? And I would just bounce back or just kind of keep rolling. And to my own detriment, I just carried on. Instead of saying, all right, I'm going to take 2 months out, and now I'm going to have to, you get me? Whether it's surgery or, just non-invasive procedures, I'm going to have something done because I can't carry on like this. But having to do that now, I'm not necessarily. It's not at a time when I'm choosing. It's having to happen. You get me? I'm making the choice to do it, but it has to happen. Whereas before, I could have made a decision to just take a little while out, take a step back. But I've always had that, I don't know if it's working class guilt, by where like you're so scared to say no to something because everything will stop if you do. You know what I mean? So I've always just ploughed on and worked and kept going. So now I'm at a point where I'm too sick to.
My brother, I'm sorry to hear what you're going through. And I'm looking forward to your return. You got your tour in April, isn't it?
Yeah, towar's in April,
Okay.
and I'll be. It's good, you know. It's good to have that in the diary because I'm going to be well ahead of that. You get me? It might mean that I'm drinking my Christmas dinner because I can't eat solids. But if I have to get better over Christmas, I get better over Christmas. You get me? I'm coming back next year, coming back strong.
Okay, so it's my birthday in March, and
That's
you're
a
doing your
month
tour
ahead
in April.
Yeah. So can we delay? Can I celebrate your birthday with you in April so I don't mash up in March?
I'll have two. I'll have two birthdays,
Perfect.
but you owe me a birthday present, yeah? And my birthday present is, you've been talking about joining me on the two wheels for a very long time, my brother.
I know.
Are we going to say 2023 you're going to be on two wheels?
Well, listen, I can get back on. I'm back driving from the 12th of April, 2023. Yeah.
So I'm going to help
So the
you get the
first
two
thing I'm going to
wheels,
do is
yeah?
get my 2 wheels. Yeah, I'm going to get my license.
Is that a deal?
Yes.
Okay, that's my birthday present, yeah? Don't let me down.
Cool, no, I'm on it. I don't mind buying myself a bike for a birthday present for you. That sounds good to me.
So I mean, what is music? I mean, we've got so many things in common. We got music.
Yep.
We got food.
Yep. That's the killer. That's the worst thing about the stomach is I can't even enjoy food, and you know I love food, bro.
So, you spoke about lockdown, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you know you did me a big favour in lockdown, didn't you?
What did I do?
You sent me a banging Sunday roast.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
the
of
best
course.
Sunday roast I've
Yeah,
ever had.
yeah. Sorry, I
Chef
forgot. I swear
Lukey,
my
isn't
memory.
it?
Yes,
That's your
Luke
partner.
French. Yeah, man.
Luke French. Okay, so we haven't actually cooked together yet, have we?
No.
No?
No, we never, in all the years we've known each other, nearly 10 years.
So we love food, both love
Yep.
to cook, but we haven't cooked together.
No, never.
I mean, you've even got a food page. What's it called? Your food page?
I used to rave, but now I. Yeah, so the roast box was I used to rave, but now I roast. And that whole thing came about because I had to get my roast dinners off my main Instagram page. They were getting more likes than my music. It was all getting political. And so I started I used to rave, but now I. Because it was about staying in the end of a Saturday night, even though more time I would still go out and then wake up on a Sunday and I was cooking a roast and all my friends would show up still awake from the night before and I'd look after them. So that was where the I used to rave, but now I thing came in.
Okay, so I've got 2 belated birthday presents and I
Yep.
want it one big favour.
Alright.
I want to cook with you
Yep.
and Luke.
Yeah,
Can we
man.
make this happen?
Of course.
You sure?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. What's the deal?
Luke's a way better chef than I. He's an actual chef.
Hi, Luke. It's Supreme.
Easy, bro. How's you doing?
I was just chatting to Professor Green. We've got to have a cook. We got to get our cook on. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's that'll be sick.
Send me over the ingredients and I'll grab them at Borough Market.
Yeah. I'll shoot over to Green's house. I'll send you over a shopping list, so you can go and get the stuff, and we'll do some cooking, bro.
And if it's as good as Green says it is, I've got a surprise here.
All right, sick.
See you soon, mate.
See you in a bit, man. Thank you. Bye.
Alright, I've got the shopping list from Chef Lukey, so come down to Borough Market to get some ingredients.
Hi, I'm Luke French.
I'm Professor Green.
Hello, DJ Supreme.
He's a rapper.
So we're doing a bit of a surf and turf. We've got beef and oyster basically, bro.
Okay.
We're gonna do some steak, some chips, but we're gonna make a little crack salt for the
salt.
chips. We won't bother with pepper right now. We'll see some pepper. So we just want to bring this. We'll get these sliced up, and we're gonna rinse them under cold running water until the water runs clear. So this is Bonito Dashi. It's a Japanese stock made from kombu seaweed and smoked, dried and fermented tuna, but in like a concentrate form, like the chicken crack, but we'll call this one fish crack.
Sweet, fish crack, chicken crack. Mama made it! You can smell that, mate. Oh. I'm gonna eat it. Crack. Chicken crack, fish crack, mushroom crack, crack. But there's like EJ Supreme, Chef Food French, and me, Professor Green. Unfortunately, you've all got off now because we're gonna